Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of History Hobo Plays TimeGuessr. Yesterday we had a bit of a disastrous last round where I was on for a personal best and then I threw it away with a terrible location guess. Let's see if we can beat that today. Let's get into the game. Okay, here we go. First round. Oh, is that... what's her name? I've forgotten her name now. Kate Moss, is that right? I believe it's Kate Moss. The location looks like Monaco to me. Is that the Monaco flag or is that the Poland flag? Very much looks like Monaco. Just based on hills in the background, very tightly packed city around here. Let's have a look at this badge she's holding. Can't really make out what it is. Oh, there's an F1 car, I assume, so she's there for the F1. Yeah, the year might be a bit tricky on this one because I'm not sure when this would be. Obviously, they hold the Monaco Grand Prix every year, so... Okay, let's put the location down as we know it's Monaco, so... we can't really go wrong with that one. It looks like she might actually be on a boat in the harbour. Possibly on this side, somewhere like here. Just have a quick look. See, we can see a boat directly in the background. Although she might just be on a pier. But we can see the city in the background, and I think from looking at that, she's looking at this direction, this corner of the city here, where the Monaco circuit is. If we look here, yeah, the circuit to Monaco is this way. So I think she's on this side. So I think I'm just going to leave that location there. Now the year, she looks quite young. So I'm not sure when this would be. Looking at this guy's shirt as well. Looks a little bit early 2000s possibly. Let's see if there's any year on her lanyard that she's wearing. Can't see one. It's too blurry even if I could. I'm really not sure on this year. When was Kate Moss popular? I think it was early 2000s, around the time that I was at university. I think it's anywhere from like late 90s up to early 2000s. So I might actually just put it in 2000 and hedge my guess on both sides of that. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go with that because I'm not going to get any closer. It's 99. Oh, we were on the correct pier. Well, just off the side of it. So that's a very good start to today's score. Let's see if we can keep that going. Next round. Right, off the bat, I can see 1976 written right here, so I'm just going to put the year in 1976 and forget about that. Because I don't see them having 1976 there if it wasn't 1976. Looking at this, I know this guy looks like he's doing limbo or something, I'm not sure what, but looking at this looks like some kind of labor movement flags. I've seen these kind of things before in these kind of strikes and political protests, so thinking, given the year being 76, was this in like England, like just pre-Thatcher times? We had a lot of minor strikes and things like that in England during these times with like rolling blackouts because we couldn't produce enough coal and things like that. So I think it's a heavy possibility that this could be the UK. Just looking also, this kind of stone brick wall, very reminiscent of the UK. It's fairly mixed in terms of culturally, so it could be somewhere like Birmingham, or I'm not really sure exactly. This guy back here is holding a newspaper saying no one is going to run us out. I'm not sure, again, that might be like a labour movement, people on strike. Trying to see if there's anything that would say what thing is. This looks kind of like a British lion or a griffin kind of design. Let's just look at the background. Can we see anything? I can see here Num something Lodge, possibly. I don't know what that means though. That's not really helping me. What this signs back here, it's a bit too blurry. This architecture could definitely be the UK, these kind of bay windows. So I do think I am going to have to go in the UK for this. I'm really struggling on the location here. Just looking at this, if this is N.U.M, I'm wondering if it means National Union Manchester, something Lodge or something like that. So I might put it in Manchester. The workers' movements in the UK were very strong in the northeast, well, the north of the UK, not northeast, northwest of the UK. Manchester, Bolton, these kind of areas, Lancashire areas were very strong and known for those kind of things. So we might be somewhere like Manchester. I think we're probably going to have to guess there. Hopefully we won't lose too many points on location, but let's go for it. Oh, it was Wales. It was an anti-Nazi demonstration. That's interesting. I wouldn't expect that. I didn't know why there would be an anti-Nazi demonstration in the 70s in Wales. So it seems a very odd one. There was a definitely Labour movement kind of things there, so I would assume it's got a left-wing groups protesting against Nazism for some reason. But still a very good score. We didn't lose too many points on location. Birmingham probably would have been a better guess, but oh, never mind. Next round. Straight off the bat, we have a location, Linwood, KY, which I'm assuming means Kentucky, if I can say it properly. The year is probably going to be very difficult on this one, but I might spend a bit of time and try and pinpoint this exactly, as we're already on a very good score. We've only dropped less than 800 points so far. So I'm going to have a look in the map for Linwood, Kentucky. Is there a year here? Doesn't look like it. It might take me a bit of time to find this, but I'll probably just skip it or speed it up. Well, after searching Kentucky for what seems at least 20-30 minutes, cannot find anything called Linwood. It's just not there. If this place still exists, I don't know. Maybe it's a county that isn't marked on the map or something like that. I don't know. Doesn't say Linwood County or anything, but I don't really know. I think I'm just gonna hedge my gets and go central. Let's see, where's central? Just near the Kentucky sign, about here. So hopefully we're not too far away. If it's right down here, I'm going to be annoyed, or right over here. But the year is going to be very difficult here. I'm trying to pick out. He's got nice round glasses here. I don't know where it could be or when it could be. I'm going to have to use the fashion as a kind of clue for that. Given that this is in obviously middle America this time, if it was really early, like 1910s, 20s, I think they would be wearing still more classical suit types, even though it's warm. But these more lighter, are these fedoras? I don't really know. Seem a bit later to me. This guy got the classic suspenders on. It's really difficult to guess. We've got here a bottle of something. We do have Royal Crown Cola. Never heard of it. I would assume that would be a bit later on. It wouldn't be too early. Thinking 30s, 40s possibly. Don't think it can be any later than that though. If it was any later than that, they wouldn't be wearing this, and there'd be more signs of technology. Are there any reflections in the glass or anything? Of any cars outside? No. I don't think that's even... there is a reflection, I think, of a tree, but... I think I'm going to go late 30s on this one. I think that's about as good a guess as I'm going to get. It could be a mile off here. Let's say... before World War II. I don't think it's post World War II. Let's guess 38. I think 38's a nice year. There's no date on this, is there? Again, we have Kentucky, so it should definitely be in Kentucky. Something feed, poultry feed. It's a very rural place by the looks of it, so it's difficult. There's definitely no year marked here, unless it's 1920, but I don't see it being that early. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's guess. Ooh, 1940. That's pretty good. I didn't think we'd be that close. Farmers exchanging news and greetings outside a post office in Linwood, Kentucky. Is it on the map? Oh, it is. How the hell did I miss it? Oh, luckily I guessed fairly central and we're actually quite close to it, so that's not too bad. But wow. I looked this area so much and I did not see it. Oh well. Okay, we're still on for an excellent score. We might be able to get a personal best. What do we have here? We've got a group of guys playing cards. Looks like maybe we're near a, I don't know, are we near a train station? Right, they're just hanging out and waiting. We've got these very old style cameras. So that's going to help us date it a little bit. Excuse me for the burp. These buildings. Is this Buckingham Palace? Is it? I think it might be. This gate looks very familiar. It's like Buckingham Palace, so that might help me. I'm just going to have a quick look at Buckingham Palace and see if that does look like it could work. Here we go. Buckingham Palace is around here somewhere. Hyde Park. Buckingham Palace. So the parts, I've been to the outside of Buckingham Palace and I think the gates are along here somewhere. So let's have a look at the satellite view. Yeah, so this is the gate I'm talking about. Has an arch in the middle with two tall pillars either side. Unfortunately, we can't zoom in a bit closer on there. But if we look at this, there's the tall pillars on either side. There's actually two and a smaller pillar. Do we see that? Yeah, I think we have a taller pillar and a smaller pillar. So I think we definitely are outside Buckingham Palace. Do we have a statue of a lion and a guy there? Where would that be? It's hard to tell. I think that might be one of these statues around here. If they're playing cards and they're against a wall, we could be like one of these. No, the curve looks like it's curved towards that. So we're in the center. We might be like one of these, maybe around here. Or is this where the lion and the guy is? Or maybe there. Actually, that might put us on this side, if that's the curve. And then we're looking at this from slightly that angle. That would make sense. And Buckingham Palace looks right for this. These cameras are difficult to date. I should do a bit of research about these because I have no idea when the cameras were like this. Looking around, I see a soldier here. He looks very young. There's a few soldiers actually. This guy looks incredibly young to be a soldier. Does that mean we might be in World War II? Might be around World War II. Looking at the clothes, it seems that way. These ladies definitely could be that kind of time era. Think of like Captain Carter in Peggy Carter, or what her name is, in the Captain America movies, had these kind of suits. So I'm thinking this possibly is World War II era. And the fact that these soldiers look very young could mean that it is that era as well. There's no clues with the cards. Nothing else. It's just a lot of these cameras and I do not know when these were a thing. I think I'm gonna have to guess beginning of World War II, like 40 again. We've had a few rounds that similar guesses. Let's just double check. Yeah, this kind of hairstyle as well reminds me of that era. I might actually change it just a little bit up to 42 2. Let's go for it. Let's hope we're not a million miles off. It's 48, so we lost a bit of points there. That's a shame. So, members of the press passing time by playing cards while waiting for news about Prince Elizabeth's first baby, now King Charles. I did not think about that, but our location was 5 meters off, so that's bang on. I think we're still on for a personal best here, possibly. It just depends what we score here. Now, this immediately jumps out to me as Pisa in Italy. Just by the way that this guy's standing like this, it's kind of like the people pretending they're holding up the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and there's a few people doing it. See, this guy's doing it. You know, this is what reminds me of that. So let's find the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Okay, I'm not actually sure where it is in Italy. I assume it's in Pisa, and that's here, so that helps us. We should be able to find it. There we go, Leaning Tower. So let's plonk it here for now. I'm not sure. We have a fairly straight road here and then this domed building. So let's have a look if we can see that domed building on the satellite view. So there's Pisa, there's the domed building. We can't see this church. So I think we might be about here. Can we see? Yeah, this is a long straight road. We have right next to a path actually, so we might be more here. Yeah, that looks about right. Can we see to the left? We're stood next to a bin and a sign. I don't think I'm going to be able to zoom in close enough to see that, but I think this is as good a guess as any, because you wouldn't be able to see that building in the background if we weren't there. And that wall here lines perfectly with that wall there. So I think our location is pretty spot on. Now the year. Let's look at what they're using to take pictures with. So we have a phone, a smartphone for sure. Only a single camera on it though. That means it might not be very modern. I mean, as in this year or the last couple of years. A lot of people with DSLRs. Is that a phone there? I'm not sure. Actually, it looks like the back of a point and shoot. That's annoying. I wish we had more clues than this phone. Given the size of the phone, it's still a fairly large screen phone though, so it could be fairly modern. I'm thinking, based on the fashion as well, I'm thinking this might actually be like 2019, 2018. I think that's good. Let's have a look over here. This lady. Again, single-handed smartphone, quite large. So yeah, 2019 sounds like a solid guess to me. Yeah, let's put that in 2019 for now. Okay, and we'll hope and pray that it's a good enough score to get us that personal best. What do we need to get here? Actually, can we get a personal best here? I think we might not be able to. I think we'd need a perfect score. We might be just shy of it, unfortunately, because of that last round, the year on that last round. We don't have any year on this, do we? No. It's definitely Italy. Have a URL there. I'm thinking, yeah, I think 2019 is as good as we're going to get. Let's go for it. It was 2017. We lost 200 points. I think our personal best might just be out of reach. This might be my second best ever score. Yeah, Pisa, perfect location, 5 meters off. Although this location is wrong because we are definitely not on the grass. And I didn't place it on the grass either, so that's probably just the map being stupid. I put it on the road. Okay, final score, 47,050. It's a damn good score, but I think it's just shy of our personal best. I'll just have a quick check. We might as well add it in to my spreadsheet. So it is, what was the score? 47,050. Yeah, 47,050. So that is our, not in the best, fourth best score. So we're just shy of our personal best, but it was a good round. Let's have a look at the breakdown quickly. This Kentucky round was very good. So we lost the most points. This Birmingham, I mean, not this Wales one, we lost a bit of points, but not too many. It was this, yeah, the one in London, the year was off. Other than that, it's a very good round. Hopefully we can improve on it again tomorrow. See you then. Bye.